Hi, Kim. Hey, Chef. Chef, I've been telling people about your rubs and stuff. Someone was talking about the other night on Rita's. So I've been trying to get the word out for you, buddy. I did cut my finger already on my rotary blade, Kim. Nicked it. I'm using scissors again. This stuff's a little hard to cut with that rotary blade. So I found it's easier to do it with the scissors. See there, I gotta get the deal. There it is. Hey, Chef.
What's going on, man?
Making a quilt.
Making a quilt?
Yep.
That the one you was working on the other day?
No, I started a new one. I'm making a baby quilt for my great grandson.
Oh, nice.
Here, I got one more row to put on it.
That's what's up. I appreciate you promoting us, man.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it. Hi, Gladys. I mean, you got some good stuff. So if it wasn't no good, I wouldn't do it.
All right, sorry about that. We good?
We didn't get them tagged, Kim. We separated the winged ones. Wednesday, Robert is off, so he's going to stay all night at Tuesday night, and we're going to tag them. And then it's kind of cool today, so it was making my legs hurt out there earlier. So we're going to try to clean the barn. I am Wednesday. So I've been in here sewing. I actually sewed two rows together, and it wasn't big enough. Hi, Paula. Here, Paula, you just coming in. Here it is. Paula, I already cut my thumb with my rotary blade, so I got it.
Ouch.
I put it away. That thing's dangerous.
Yeah, that's why I don't use any type of cutting tools. Well, I guess I use knives, but you know.
My son and my daughter-in-law bought me a quilting kit for cutting material, a pad, and everything. It
Yeah.
came yesterday, and that's what's here in front of me, the pad.
Nice.
And everybody warned me that I'd probably cut myself, and I sure did.
Well, at least you got that out of the way. Now you should be good now, right?
Yep, I told everybody I'm gonna get blood on the quilts when I make them, and I'm signing them in blood.
There you go. So what else you got going on?
That's it. Just hanging around the house anymore.
Yeah,
Kind of boring.
I was gonna ask. You getting bored yet?
Yeah, that's why I'm making quilts. It's something
uh,
I can do sitting here.
yeah.
It's starting to warm up though, so maybe I can go outside and do a little bit.
You're telling me it's hot already here.
It was 68 here yesterday, but it's only in the 40s today. High at 39 or 40 today.
I'll take that over 90.
Yeah, but it's the dry heat out there.
Yeah. That's what they say, but dang, it's hot. We're still considered in winter too, right?
Yep.
90 degrees. I just came from an event downtown Mesa where I live at, and a bunch of canopies and stuff, and everybody's already complaining. It's hot. It's hot. I'm like, it's only 90. we still, we get up to the 120s, 118s. Yeah.
Yeah, when it really gets hot.
Yeah.
Hi, Alvin.
What's up to everybody in chat? I can't see chat right now, but what's up? Hello. Good
Alvin
afternoon.
Lewis is in here. He just said hi to you.
Alvin Lewis, what up, man? It's been a minute. How you doing, sir?
There's a couple
So,
other channels that are live right now. Mona's live right now on the quilting side, and I think one of the fishing guys is live right now. But I wanted to show me. I was going to go earlier, but Shannon's watching TV, so she just laid down. So, but I wanted to show me sewing some.
so real quick at the rubs, if I may, we're doing a promotion right now. You get 10% off any order that people order online. Use the code BIG50 BIG50, and you get 10% off your order. It's a birthday
I don't know how to
celebration.
drop the link, or I would.
Yeah, I'm not able to do that right now. So, but if you go to www.drunkenchefrubs.com, you guys can check out the site, see what we have. We have everything available, different sizes, and yeah, get 10% off. Use BIG50.
I'm going to drop your link, and then they can go to that probably and find you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if it's the YouTube link, they can go to my bio page, my main page, and all the links for everything to get in contact with me is there. Website, family channel, Instagram, Facebook. I believe the Twitter account's there, which I don't really use too often, but yeah, everything's there. Email, everything except my social security number and address.
All right, I just dropped Chef's link there, guys. So, hi, Linda.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna buy or anything, that's fine. We understand. Check out the link at least. Take a look at what we have and pass it along. 2 weeks
He has
from
rubs for all different people. Low salt, the heat. It's not just a one-time type of rub.
That's
It's
right.
it's for somebody, for everybody, or something
Yeah,
for everybody.
7
B
different ones
really
to
likes it
choose
on her
from.
popcorn. I don't know which one she gets, but she likes putting it on her popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was talking about it last night. They was all talking about different things putting on popcorn, and I told them, check you out. And
I, the one she likes is the summer heat. That's her
summer
favorite.
heat.
Yeah, that one has it has salt, pepper, garlic, jalapeno, and habanero mixed together. So it's got a little kick, not too spicy when it's cold, but if you cook with it, it'll heat up a little bit. But it's got great flavor. 7 different flavors to choose from.
You guys going to Salt Lake City again this year?
Yeah, we'll be out there. It's actually Provo, but yeah, we'll be out there in July.
In July? His
Yeah,
daughter does dancing, guys, and he does a lot of videos with his daughter. She's pretty good, and
she just had a.
I'm her number
Sorry.
one YouTuber.
Yeah, it's not even her dad, but yeah, she just had competition last weekend. They did competition. The dance team that she's a part of did 3 different dances, solo, and we just got all the videos and pictures from that yesterday. They did pretty well. They placed, I think, first on their group dance. and I think she got fourth or fifth on her solo.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so she did pretty well. Um, she's always twirling and dancing at the house, so we said, "Well, we're gonna sign you up."
Mhm. At least it ain't a drum set.
Oh yeah, I know, right? And she's a big music fan like me, so I can appreciate that, you know. So the
You ain't
memory
working
she had.
today, are you?
No, I just came from an event right now.
Oh.
Yeah, my wife, where she works at, they were part of the main city event that they have out here,
Mm.
and so I went out there, made up some cards and stuff, and started handing them out. And while she did her thing, so I just left. Now I got to go shop and get everything ready for my cook for tomorrow. I've got 12, 12 racks of ribs to cook smoke tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You still doing the briskets and stuff too?
yeah. I usually start like mid January, end of January, and then we go all the way up until about the end of May, right before it starts really heating up, and then we do it like twice a month, and then everything we make there, it all goes to our Utah trip.
Emily, I'm working on it right now. That's what I'm doing. I got one more row on it. That's what I'm working on.
And you can see
Oh,
the
you got a hat
missus
now too.
missus is making hats now for us,
Oh, okay.
working on the shirts, working on her trying to get the logo to be big enough for the shirt. She does our stickers, all
Well, if
that.
it's going to
So
be a shirt for you, it's got to be a pretty big logo.
I don't know.
Mm.
I'm only a 2X.
Mm.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to fit in the 2X right now.
Thanks, Emily.
So yeah, man, we're trying to get into the farmers markets out here as well. We've been reaching out to them. They haven't reached back. But I've met a couple of different people that have, some connections, I guess, or they know certain people they can talk to. So hopefully that'll pan out, and we'll start getting into the markets around here.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I have, Emily. Third time I used my knife, I laid it down and I cut the edge of my thumb. You can't really see it on camera, but I did. You guys warned me, and I did. So I went back to the scissors right now, cutting his denim. It wasn't cutting really hard, and I was pushing really hard. And I reached down and tried to slide it over, do something, and I just barely touched my finger, and it started bleeding. So it didn't gush, but I did get it. You guys warned me.
It's just a scratch on right there.
Kim's got a question for you here. She lives in
All right.
Kansas City.
Let me see here.
I can't have a smoker here, so brisket has to go in the oven. Chef, which of your rubs would you recommend for the it? Nothing real spicy.
So with that, I'd probably, if you do like a little bit of spice or even just the mild flavor of a spice, I would go with the jalapeno. That has salt, pepper, garlic, and then jalapeno. We dehydrate our own jalapenos and ground them up, and then we do our little ratio with the jalapeno powder. But then you also have just salt, pepper, and garlic, which is the SPG. That's just salt, pepper, and garlic, no spice. If you want to watch your salt content or your salt intake, go with the Say Less. That one is 50% less salt, and it's pretty much our SPG, but 50% less salt. How about I didn't say that too fast?
No, I heard you. She is old, so but she can
So
hear.
Say Less would be 50% less salt. our SPG is our regular one, and then our jalapeno, which is SPG with jalapeno in it. I'd go with
Hi,
those three.
Natasha. I hope your son gets better. I was watching that video this morning.
And yeah, you don't have to have a smoker to use these rubs. I mean, you can use them even with stovetop cooking. Anything that you do in a pan or a pot, you can add these seasonings to whatever you're cooking.
Hi, Mary.
Randy mentioned, Verna uses it for her popcorn. We put them on cucumbers. We put them in our salads, whether it be a regular Caesar salad, lettuce salad, mac salad, potato salad. We also do the meats, pretty much anything. I put it inside my top ramen noodles instead of using the high sodium packet that they have. So, and a little goes a long way.
You used to have, I don't know if you still do, the sample packets. Do you still do them?
Once in a while, well, we actually have them on there for sale now, because there was half of the size of the regular ones we were selling, so the price is obviously lower. It's like half the cost of a 6 ounce regular bottle. We have some 1 ounce little jars that we've been considering using those as samples to send out to people. You can fit like maybe a tablespoon or so inside the container, and doing those, but we just haven't done giveaways or anything like that. So the sample sizes we were giving away before were like 3 ounces. So that's quite a bit of product that we were just kind of giving away, you know.
Yeah. I got one more seam here, and then I got a long one to do. I know my bobbin's about ready to run out. I've been sewing a lot. All right, the last row is done. Now I got to add it to the other one.
Are you a spicy flavor eater, Randy?
Uh huh.
You like spice,
Yep.
like heat? Yeah.
Yep.
What's the hottest? What's your favorite or your highest heat level?
Not real hot anymore, but you know, I wanted to have a kick.
Yeah.
I want to be able to taste it. Shannon makes a really good caveman chili. Don't have beans in it,
Hmm.
and she puts a lot of jalapenos in it. And it's got, after you eat a little bit, it's got a pretty good kick to it.
Yeah.
You don't taste it
Okay.
right away, but I really like it. It's just enough. I used to eat hot peppers and stuff all the time, but now I'm getting older. I can't do it. It don't agree with me.
I feel you on that, man. That's why I don't do those spicy challenges anymore.
Yeah, they used to had an iron, belly, and now just anything just kind of wants to mess with you sometimes.
I hear that.
Cheryl,
Let's see here.
yeah, I
What
watched
is
that a little bit ago, Cheryl. Then Mona was on, but I wanted to show you in sewing while it was daylight because I can't sew at night. It's dark in here, so I wanted to show me actually sewing some of it together.
All right, man. I appreciate you letting me come up and
Yep.
kind of take over
Anytime.
your channel.
Hey,
But
anytime.
text me your address, man. I'll send you something.
All right, I will.
Yeah, and then yeah, we'll send it out and see what you like. See if you like it or not. You can give the real review on here because I know you'll be straightforward.
Yep, I will.
Yep.
I mean,
And
I've
that's what I
talked to a
like.
lot of people that's got it. Eddie, Devil Dog's got it. I know Verna's got it. She loves it. And there's a few others I can't remember right away, but used to come in here all the time, and they all highly recommend it. So,
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Send me your address and I'll send you some.
all right,
Y'all heard it here first.
all right, later.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Bye, everybody.
Okay, now I gotta figure out how to line this up and go down this long row. Ain't so bad, 2 blocks at a time, but when you do like 6, I get tired. This quilt here for the baby quilt, I'm putting this, it's a sheet on the backing, but I'm going to take some of that fuzzy blanket and I'm going to put it inside of it so it'll be a little bit heavier, you know, padding inside of it. I don't have no stuff, but I'm going to put that inside, tack it inside so it'll be a little bit heavier. I ain't doing great, but I'm having fun doing it. I was sitting there watching TV, relaxing earlier, and Shannon was too, and talking to her mom and dad. And she goes, "Aren't you going to sew today?" Because I got to finish sewing her. I got to go around her quilt, and it's done. It's all tied. All the little holes are sewed up. I got to go around it, and that quilt's completely done. All I got to do is wash it and take it away from the cat. The cat fell in love with it. Every time I lay it somewhere, it goes over and tries to pull the strings. My yarn was over on the table here, sitting up there. She jumped up there and knocked my yarn ball of yarn down on the ground floor. She's in here a while ago when I sew these strips together, trying to grab them as they're coming up here into the machine. This is the hard part. This stuff gets heavy, and then trying to keep it straight as it's pulling on it. I'm trying to learn that because every once in a while I go a little crooked trying to keep it straight sliding across my table. I need a bigger table, I think, so it would lay out better. I just started that. You guys' machine, when you first start, really got to push on the pedal to get it going, then you got to slow down. This thing seems like I got to really push on the pedal to get it going, and I got to ease up a little bit. If not, it just doesn't want to take off. Oh, one other question while I'm thinking about it. I got that gauge 16, I think, needle in here. When I go to regular fabric, do I need to get different needles or can I go ahead and use this one? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's a fuzzy blanket, so I'm going to use it inside. So I think I'm using a sheet. It's going to be smooth on the outside, but I thought it would make it a little bit warmer. Their chef dropped the deal, guys, for you. So I highly recommend it. You guys try them rubs if you're doing any kind of cooking. So there it is, guys. I'm catching Rita. I got another top done. Now I got to figure out how to lay this out right to cut my sheet to go on the backside. Definitely change the needles for lighter stuff. All right. I'll have to get some because all I got right now is those. I'm about done sewing because I'm about out of material or fabric, and I don't know what else to make yet. I guess I could cut some more pants up and make the cat a quilt to play with and leave mine alone. But I think that's pretty colorful. Got to measure and see how big it is. I looked it up. It said baby quilts are supposed to be like a 30 by 40, and I think this is a little bit smaller than that. Hi, Wanda. I got me a handy little tape measure. It's 25 by 30. I'm out of material unless I cut some more up, but I think that ought to be big enough for a baby quilt, wouldn't it be? 25 by 30? I like it. I actually like this one better than I do Shannon's, the first one I made with the triangles. It just gives it a little bit more. I mean, it's the same colors, but it just looks a little different. Hi, Janet. The link's pinned up there if anybody wants to come up. I guess I could take the sewing machine down and trying to figure out how to lay this out to cut my piece out of it easy. I Wanda, I wasn't, but Shannon come up with the ideal because I really don't have more fabric. But she told me I could cut. I'll have plenty of this left over, and I'm thinking about taking this. It's going to be the backing, but also make a border with this. I'm going to sew it together like a sheet or a pillowcase again, but I think I'm going to try to cut me some strips of this and put it on and have a border around the edge of it. I don't know if it'll look right or not here. If that was around the edge. Let me see if I can hold it up here. If they do something like that around the edge, maybe a 2-inch strip around the edge, because it's 25 inches right now. So if I put a 2-inch strip sticking out, that would make it 29, so it'd be almost 30. All right, I'll do that then. Because that don't look too bad together that way. That burgundy and the blues, that would look all right, I think. I might even hand stitch it around the outside. I got to figure out how to cut this thing. I might dig the rotary blade out again. You know, I guess I can get my pins out and tack it to it and get the right size of it, make it a little long and then cut it out. I'll do that. I got my pins all put in my little thing Shannon got me, so I think I'll do that. I'll tack it to it and cut around it. Yeah, I think it would look nice too, Kim. It'd give a little detail to it. I'm not very good with the details like you guys are with the little pieces yet, but where do I start? That's the part that folds over, so I don't want that in there. We're going to have a wrinkle. Actually, you know what? I can go ahead and tack it to the back, and then it's already tacked together. I'm not very organized, if you guys see. So I better put it through that side because I'm going to watch that side. Turn all this around then so it's facing the right way. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing here because I couldn't figure out how to measure it and cut it out. So I'm going to just tack it to it and then cut around the outside. you guys didn't notice, Rita is going live tonight. She's got the link drop, and also the link or the deal for Tuesday night. Since Rita's not doing one, I got a link that's how do I write it? Ladies' night, drinks are free Tuesday night, so might be bring your own bottle, but I do have it set up for Tuesday night. Yeah, it's a fitted sheet that goes on my truck bed. I'm making this with stuff out of my truck, my clothes, and my sheet. So I stayed over away from the edge where the fold is. So I stayed over away from it. It'd be better if it was a top sheet, but it ain't. I don't know where the top sheet is. I lost it a long time ago. Let's go this way this time. I don't know how to keep that straight. I'm going to have to lay that out somewhere so I can keep it straight. I need to cut that part there, though, because it's messing it up. That way to lay down flat. I know you guys are probably all laughing. I don't like the way that lays there. Still, no, let me lay flat. There. Ouch, there's a pin there. It's probably comical, Emily, trying to watch me I need to move this machine over a little bit so I got more room. Nita, how come you can't get on, Wanda? You can type, so I don't understand. This is StreamYard, so it should be easy to get on. That's crooked still. That ain't laying right. Should have went down a little bit further, so away from that. I was trying to stay at the top, but yeah, I'm going to unpin that top and come down a little bit. Hi, Lynn. Thank you. Oh, just a little bit comical. It's probably hilarious. You guys are all experts at this, and this is not straight, so I'm going to unpin it and move it down. It's not wanting to lay out right. You guys are probably saying he should have stayed a truck driver. All right, let's go down to here. Keep this straight. Come down below that. Cut that on out. I can use that for my border. Hey, it's what it is, you know. If you can't laugh at yourself or laugh at others once in a while, you know, ain't no fun doing it. You know, it's like Janet doing the mask the other day and stuff. I mean, it's all in fun. If you can't have fun doing it, why do it? You guys don't know Lynn's from the UK, so while she's in bed, she's not in the middle of bed and during the day. It's nighttime over there. She's one of my UK friends. Her and Janie Jane are both from the UK. Oh, I didn't turn my iron off. I better turn that off or I forget. I'll get in trouble. I ironed all these pieces before I sewed them together and squared them up. It was easier to keep them straight. It's going downhill. I'm going to have to design a different way of doing this when I do a bigger quilt. Oh, somebody's in the basement. Hi, Wanda. Wait a minute. Let me get you up here. You come up as a B instead of a W today.
That's my daughter's B. I couldn't get mine to come up.
Huh, I don't know why.
I don't either. No.
You turn here or
Yes.
something.
Can you get to the back of your couch, Randy?
Do what?
Can you lay your quilt over the back of your couch
Yeah.
and where you can walk around to the back?
Oh, not the, no, I can't. Well, I can move the love seat and do it on it.
And then you can lay your backing down first.
Okay. Wait a minute. There's another old woman in the basement.
And then lay
Okay.
your top on it.
Okay. Well, I about got it straight now here on the table. Well,
Okay.
I'm getting the top, and I guess I'll end the live here in a little bit, and I'll do that to do the bottom and the sides.
It's Kim.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
Kim. Just Kim.
Wanda.
Ah.
Randy, you might want to put your borders on that before you pin that down.
Do what?
You might want to put your borders on those edges before you pin that down, unless you're going to just wrap them around from the back.
That's what he's going to do, Kim. He's going to wrap
Oh, okay.
using
Okay.
backing.
Yeah, I'm doing this like a pillowcase first, and then I'm going to put the border around it. And I'm going to have it so they have a
Oh, okay.
border on the front and back.
Oh, okay.
Because I ain't sure how to do it the other way.
Okay.
No.
I'm having a hard enough time doing it this way.
But you're working hard. You're working twice.
I'm trying. I'll never win those shows, but at least I said I did it. I kept telling everybody that I was going to do it, and it took a while, but at least I did try.
And you'll get more comfortable with it as you go, and as you get used to working with the fabrics and stuff, no matter what kind it is, it gets easier. And
I think I started out with a tough fabric.
Yes,
I think if
you
I
did.
had
yeah,
just regular fabric, it would be easier. But this denim is so hard, and sewing it and cutting it. I think if I had some, soft fabric and put the pieces together,
mhm,
I think it would be easier. I think this was a harder one to start with.
yeah,
Kim,
but it does make really nice quilts.
do you rip your material?
No, I use the scissors.
But you can rip it. Do you, Kim?
No, ma'am. A lot of the fabric that I have is older, and some of it, when I've tried to rip it, it tears in a whole opposite direction.
Oh,
And I've also got some that I've got a lot of fabric that was given to me, and it's not terrific quality. I mean, it works, but if I tear it, it goes crooked. and gets really weird looking edges on it. So it's easier for me just to use a rotary cutter and cut
Even
it.
with the scissors, I get edges too. It's like I got them shears when I'm cutting it. I tried the rotary cutter on these pieces here this morning, but where I've
Mhm.
sewed it together, it didn't want to cut real through the thick stuff.
Yeah.
And then I laid down there and tried to cut my thumb off, and I said, "No, I'm going to wait on that thing." So I put it up already.
Did you cut yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Third piece I
Oh,
went to use, I nicked my finger.
Randy. Oh,
Battle
we talk,
scars.
that thing is dangerous.
Yep, I laid it down and I went to slide it, just move it over, and I bumped my thumb on the edge of it. And I thought, well, I just touched it. That's all
Yeah.
I did. And Shannon goes, "You're
Mhm.
bleeding." I go, "What?" "Yeah, I had a little nick on the edge of, right by your thumbnail."
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh,
I didn't realize that because it didn't act like it was cutting very good. I go, "Well, it can't be that sharp." And I touched it, and it did.
yeah.
Maybe I ought to use it and do a video shaving with it.
No, that ain't a good idea.
No. For heavier fabric like that, you've got to put quite a bit of weight on it to get it to cut right.
Yeah, I
Yes.
But
noticed that
it
I
will
was
work.
pushing really hard, and I was afraid that I
Mhm.
was going to push too hard because I'm not used to it yet. And I figured I'd really
Mhm.
cut myself. That's why I put it up, put the scissors away, use the scissors.
Where I've had my reverse shoulder, I can't use them.
Now, I think when I make my strips for my border, I know I didn't use the right terminology, but hey, Jennifer, I'm going to try it because the sheet I should be able to cut real easy. So I think I'll use it to cut my sheet real easy that way. But I got to figure out too when I do that border because I know I want 2 inches and you're going to double it. And I want two on the back, so my border is going to be the material is about 6 inches wide. I'm thinking because what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to take it so I don't have a seam. I'm going to fold it in half and then put it over top of the blanket and then sew it. So you're going to have a piece sticking inside and a piece sticking on each side of it, so it's up inside there, the seam will be, and sew it around. Like actually be
Binding.
two and two and maybe a inch more for the upside, so 5 inches wide.
Okay, that's a good binding. That's a real wide binding. And yeah, it'll work.
Border, not binding. I got to figure out though what I'm going to do as I'm putting it on because I haven't done this yet. Do I need to 45 the corners, or do I put straights and just hand sew them together?
You can do straights and you can still do it on your machine.
Okay. Straights would probably be easier for me right now.
Yeah, you'll just
Yep,
sew
'cause
over top of your other one, put it down.
mhm.
Oh shoot! I think I'm gonna lay this one out and pin it like Wanda said on the back of the love seat. Make it easier.
Randy, I thought you was just gonna sew it your back on, and then I thought you was just gonna turn like 2 or 3 inches folded, and then turn it up on top of your blue jean and sew it.
I am, but I was trying to, so I didn't waste my sheet. I was trying to pin it on here to get the size of my sheet,
Yes,
and then
yes.
I'm going to sew this there and then turn it inside out.
You
But if you do that, you won't be able to put a border on it.
Why not?
A border goes on before you do all of that.
My
Before you
border's
do
gonna
your
be on the
binding.
outside. Here, let me get Shannon's quilt. I'll show you.
Randy, did you see where she said, have you watched any videos on binding?
No, I haven't, Jennifer. I do have this book for dummies, so I was going to
But
look it up.
that would be good. Just go to YouTube and just type in how to bind a quilt.
Okay, here's what
And that-
my idea was. See, I got the backing on here and the front. I was
Mhm.
going to put a border on this new one here on top of all this.
No, you can't.
Sew it along, because I'm going to sew this already on this one, but on the next one, I was going to take and put a border, I call it border binding, around the outside of this.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
that's
going to do.
binding.
It's what?
That would be your
That's
binding, not
binding.
border.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to put it on after I got all this done, just have it around the edge.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can do that.
I don't have time to watch YouTube, guys. I'm making quilts.
No, it won't take no time.
Well, some of you might not have seen it, but I did get all this tied to yarn, all tied yesterday. I just gotta. I'll get off here. I'll sew this. I don't want to run the machine right now while we're talking, but everybody's told me to go ahead and sew this top edge around all the way around it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do that, and this one will be completely done. I'll
That's
have my
pretty.
first one completely done.
That's
I'm proud
good.
of you. That's Shannon's.
But the cat's taking over. I give it to Shannon, but every time I lay this around, the cat comes up, tries to pull the strings, and she lays on it. She loves this material for some reason.
Yeah. It's yours.
Hi,
You know-
Rita.
Hi, Rita.
Rita, I seen you planting those seeds.
I've seen Terry doing all the work.
No, he was the boss. Rita had to put them in the ground. And if they don't come up, it's her fault. Did she come up?
Oh, shoot.
No, I think Rita stayed in chat.
It
Yeah,
is
she's in
hard.
chat.
It is hard.
Rita, we're going to critique it. We'll let you know here in a couple of months when it starts popping up.
My late husband used to get in a hurry about the gardening, and of course we didn't start any of our plants from seed. The only place I could do that was in the house, and it just, with us having a big wood stove to heat with, the temperature wasn't super controlled like it needed.
Yes.
And about the only thing that we would get out real early was potatoes and onions, and then when it warmed up a little bit, we would put radishes out, and then the main part of the garden was planted later.
Yeah, I was
And
going to start mine with seeds, but Shannon told me no, she's going to buy plants.
Yeah, we just always got plants. We had a place not too far from us that, well, my mom and dad's neighbor, he started literally hundreds of tomato seeds and pepper seeds in their home, and then he would sell them. And since he and mom and dad were neighbors, then he just gave a bunch of them to my parents, and that was what we used. And we never had any problems with them. They all just did beautifully. And so I think the only plants that we bought, Dad wasn't realizing one year how heavily cherry tomatoes will produce.
Mhm.
And bless his old buttons, he bought 8 cherry tomato plants. We had cherry tomatoes coming out of our ears. And we gave so many of them away that we had people saying, no, please don't bring me any more. And I told Mom, I said, you know what? I wonder if we can just make juice out of these. And we wound up making juice out of the rest of them.
It come up
And
on your
it turned out good.
I had,
Rita, it will be your fault when we got a video showing it.
well,
Rita says we buy plants, but we were given a whole bunch of seeds that didn't sell last year. They're probably bad seeds. Hey, there's Wanda.
Hi, Wanda.
I don't want my picture on here.
We seen it.
Oh my goodness. I wanted the B off. I wanted the WC on there.
Get her.
Hmm.
Rita says we always called them Tommy Toe tomatoes.
Yeah.
I like the little cherry tomatoes too. I love tomatoes, period.
You swept it away or something.
Well, the plants Dad got was the ones, I don't know whether they still have them very much or not. They were called Sweet 100. And they
I
aren't
love those
kidding.
little cherry tomatoes.
Oh, they were about the size of a large marble. Was all the
Uh-huh.
bigger that they got. And oh my goodness, they was like biting into sugar.
I know. I always have one
And
on my porch that I go out and eat. Oh, they're
Years
so
ago, I don't know if they got them anymore, but like on your porch, Wanda, they had a tomato plant you could hang up like a flower, in a pot, and it would grow down.
I
I haven't
couldn't
seen them in a while.
I tried that, Randy, and it wouldn't work for me.
It didn't work.
No. I
I've
don't
seen
know if
people doing that. I never did try it.
I got me one and it just didn't work. I don't know if I watered it too much or not enough. I never could get it to do good. I go
love
to Lowe's. I go to Lowe's and I get me one with already little cherry tomatoes on it. And boy, I got them real quick. And I'll tell everybody around here, oh, I've done had tomatoes. I done got tomatoes. I go to Lowe's and get me a tomato plant for $20 so I can have tomatoes early. But they're good.
I,
And they do
I,
good.
I want mine mainly because I love fried green tomatoes.
Oh,
I used to go up. My cousin he got hurt. He was disabled, but the state of Missouri paid and had him build a greenhouse for him, and he grew tomatoes and sold them on the street. But he died this year or last year, and so I don't think his mom's going to do it. It's too much work for her. But I love my fried green tomato. I like tomatoes, period. But I got to have at least 1 or 2 messes of fried green ones a year.
You could go to Kroger's and buy fried green tomatoes.
We don't have a Kroger's around here.
You don't?
Nuh-uh.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No, our
I've seen them
stores in
orange
this
ones.
area-
Jennifer, I actually seen some that are partially orange and red. Supposed to be some more healthy for you or something, but they taste funny.
When I can find the heirloom tomatoes, I like to get those. There's one of the grocery stores here that carries them. But good heavens, they're expensive.
yes.
And I'm sorry, but I don't care how much I love those tomatoes. I cannot justify paying almost $7 for one big tomato. I just can't do it.
I know. But now
It's
we're
like,
paying
no.
$8 for a carton of eggs.
My
I haven't
mother,
bought eggs for a while. I don't know what they are, but the last carton that I got, I get them in the box of 5 dozen from Walmart, and the
Oh,
last box that I bought was $27.
my mother-in-law called earlier to talk to Shannon, and she lives in Florida, and eggs has went down there. She said this morning in
Good,
Florida, they went
good.
down from what was it, from $9 for an 18 to 7 or something like that. They went down $2, so maybe it's almost
Wow,
over.
uh,
I hope
it'll be
so.
something else.
I've never seen a purple tomato, Jennifer. No, I've
They're,
never seen a purple one. What do they taste like?
they don't have as much acid.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. We call them Cherokee purple.
Yeah, them and the yellow tomatoes are lower in acid.
Mm-hmm.
My mom could eat the yellow tomatoes, but she couldn't handle the red ones. And so we always made sure to put a couple of plants of the yellow tomatoes out. And when Daddy had bought all those cherry tomatoes, they were in 2 packs. So he had gotten one package of the yellow cherries, and they were so good.
Yes.
I don't like the fake stuff. I want the real stuff.
Did you clean out the barn today, Randy?
No, we went out there. We sold a goat this morning. People showed up on time. We went out. We were going to wean some. We weaned 9 babies. We were going to tag them and clean the barn, but it's a little cool. And Shannon was a little sore. And so because she has to do a lot of the work. We're on the tractor, but she does a lot of the others. So we put it off another time. So we kind of sit around here after the people left and had breakfast and everything. Just kind of laid back, and then she started bugging me. Aren't you going to sew? Are you just going to watch TV all day? Because I had all my stuff laid out here that I got. And she goes, I go, I've been thinking about it, but I just ain't got up yet.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, she just laid down.
You got to work tonight.
No,
No,
but she still tries to
stay in.
stay in her routine.
Yes, yes.
It's kind of hard because she does that on her days off, and then she tries to stay up a little longer. Like she stayed up 24 hours yesterday,
I know. That's what I heard
and
you say.
and she did good. Usually she gets grumpy, but she's saying that I guess the planets are lined up. She's
Mm-hmm.
feeling better. She talked to 2 people at her work today. She's still going to go on 12-hour days, but they changed it. Hi, June. They changed it instead of 4 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or whatever, 4 to 4. They're going to change it to 5, so not quite so early, or late. She's going to do the night shift still, but so she thinks the planets lining up is making her do better.
Uh-huh.
I told her whatever it is, she's in a better mood. I'll leave it at that.
I'm glad she's doing better.
She sleeps, but she doesn't rest. And then she wants to do so much outside with her goats. And I hope she's got an application in for bow ringers. I don't know if Kim knows about them or not, but they're a place that does pharmaceuticals and stuff for different animals. It's like they got a farm, and they got the labs and stuff. Big place here in St. Joe, but they experiment with different things. And there's a job to help feed the animals and give them shots and stuff like that. So maybe she can get it in its days.
Is it
'Cause
closer?
I don't care who you are. When you work nights, it's just really hard on your body.
It is.
Yes, it is. Dave worked nights for so many years, and when he got a job where he was working days, it seemed like it took him forever to get straightened out. But while he was working nights, he had done it for so long, he could not go to sleep until around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And of course, 6:30 was when I was getting up with Becky to get her ready for school and get her to going, and then I'd get ready for my job. Well, then he'd be at home asleep all day, and I would get home in time to fix supper, and it wasn't very long until he was headed out the door to go to work again. And I'll tell you what, the nights that he didn't work were just horrible because he was up pacing the floor, and
Uh,
I
well,
finally
Shannon
told him,
is. She's up at night. She'll lay down. Now, last night we went to bed, and about right after Rita's, or no, it was about 10 o'clock, I guess. She she usually don't go to bed, but she laid down. She stayed in bed till 6 o'clock this morning. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
maybe she rested.
But I did it at the packing house in St. Joe for 2 years when I got out of the service. But I would stay up because I had a garage. I worked on cars during the day. When I got off at 6 in the morning, I went to my shop and worked till about 2 and then laid down. But I didn't have animals to take care of. I didn't have to work, fix supper, or do any of that, cleaning the house. I could get up, get dressed, and go to work, And but she has to do all her stuff though, and she gets up. I try to tell her she don't go to work usually till 10, but it's an hour drive. But she still gets up at 6 or 7, way early instead of waiting. She's got a route. She's got. If you get her out of her routine, it's funny though. But she gets up 6 or 7, has supper. 8 o'clock exactly, she's in the shower, and then 8:15, she's out getting dressed, sits down for a little bit, has a cup of coffee, and then 8:45, she starts her truck. I mean, she got her alarm set on her phone. It's funny, but she does it without the alarms. But she's got a routine, and I mess it up once in a while.
I bet you do.
I try to be quiet during the day. She tells me I can do stuff, but I try to sit here and be quiet so she don't get woke up.
Did you like doing that tacking your quilt?
Do what?
Did you like tacking that quilt?
I did and I didn't. I needed. She got me some new needles for yarn. One of them wouldn't go through this material. One of them, though, the tip of it was curved a little bit, but it was sharper. After I finally got that one, it seemed like it worked better. But man, it wore my arms out.
Yes.
Poking all them holes. And I should have had something hard to push the needle back through. Pushing down wasn't so bad, but trying to get it to come back through.
They told you to get you some warplars.
I know.
Have you
I was too
pliers
lazy to
before?
go get a pair.
That denim's hard.
Yes, it is. Hi, farm wife.
Hi, farm wife.
Hey, when you get done, ours needs cleaned out. Farm wife's gonna go clean the chicken house. And you can do the barn too. I'll let you use the tractor.
You're generous.
Well, I'm trying to help,
Getting his job. He's giving his job away.
I'll even open the gate for you. I know there's more of you in now. Rita's not going live Tuesday night, so if you're not subscribed to me, I'm going to go live If you're in here, you're probably subscribed to me. So, but it's a ladies' night, free drinks. So bring your own bottles.
Oh. My grandbabies play baseball, and my granddaughter plays softball. So I'll be gone in the evenings.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'll be running to ball games if I'm
You
able,
ta-
and the good Lord lets
You
me.
can take your phone with you and get on while you're there.
Well, I could.
Yeah.
My phone runs down fast.
It does if you're on panel, seems like.
Yes. And then I go to move it and I drop it and I lose you and I'm just, well, forget it.
I try to be, June.
June, are you feeling better now?
Yeah, bye, farm wife. See you tonight on Rita's. Well, ladies, I think I'm gonna get off here, and so Shannon
Okay.
will, so I can say it's done. I don't want to run the machine because I can't hear and talk at the same time. I'm not coordinated enough because I want to get this done. So when Rita comes on tonight, I can say, "I got one done." Rita, can you say that?
Yeah, you do that. You do that. We'll talk to you tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
ladies.
Wendy. Bye-bye.